Hi, friends. We're back. I guess I officially need to tap my friend Jake for the 5,000th thing in the world because we're not in quarantine edition anymore. We're still in quarantine, kind of. A lot of us are in the world. It's not quarantine edition anymore. So I think that I might need a new intro song, intro video, intro, all the things. But I have not had a minute to think about, just truth be told, this show because of everything that went into yesterday's marathon. And now that you guys have seen the marathon, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. Last night or yesterday into last night's marathon was a barn burner. I don't know if that is the right expression, but holy shit. If you missed that, the World Girls put on a 7-hour marathon with 30 guests and so many segments. It is insane. And it was a wild, wild ride. Planning that, preparing that, dealing with everybody's schedules and all of the moving parts was nuts. And now that that is done, we have to focus on what we're going to do for April because we're putting a lot of eggs on our World Girls basket. And I have to figure out what this show is turning into. And I think that means some rebranding, some new things, just a lot of stuff going on. I've been thinking a lot about what this looks like. I know that one thing I'm really interested in doing is at least bringing on one person a week. I know that I am also interested in throwing this out, seeing how you guys feel, and doing one AMA a week where it's really, instead of being about the news, it's really just you guys asking questions, me giving answers, because I love the fact that this is an advice show and I don't think we get to spend enough time on that. And also, I missed the shit out of you guys. And it was really nice to have a week where I thought about the fact that I want to be here. And I really missed you guys in that week. And I know that I said I didn't go anywhere. I still haven't taken a day off of filming. So, I on Tuesday was on SEN, and then on Wednesday was on the World Girls, and then on Thursday taped Schmodown match, which you guys saw on Friday. Tough. And then on Friday, I did Only Stupid Answers. And on Saturday, we taped our World Girls IRL for next month. And on Sunday, we did the entire marathon. So it has been a busy week, but I really missed you guys a lot. I really missed you guys. So that's reason one that I wanted to come back today. Reason two is I knew I didn't want to be gone from Live at the Roxy for more than a week because I told you guys the show was not going anywhere. And I mean that because you guys know I mean what I say and I say what I mean. So I really wanted to be here today. And then also additionally, I woke up this morning after sending all of my 1099s and W-2s and all of my shit to my accountant last week. And I woke up this morning and I cannot even tell you guys the amount of vomit that has come out of me today. I received how much money I owe in taxes, and I realized I actually cannot take a day off of work for several months now. I am going to absolutely have to work every day. So whatever that looks like, I have until, I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. I have 2 months until now to figure out how I do this. Whoa. I know that a lot of people might be like, how did you not know what you owed? I owe 4 times the amount that I thought that I owed. And it was nuts. And the reason for that being twofold. Number one, every year prior to this year, I had more W-2s than 1099s. So the W-2s were outweighing what I owed in 1099s, and they were being taxed higher because I had more 1099s this year. It was insane. So yes, to Melissa, do you save through the year for taxes? I do. And I saved the amount that I thought that I would owe, and I owe 4 times that amount. And I'm actually physically ill today because of it. I not sound like a baby wimp, but I was like, holy shit, so upset. I know that there are more things to life, but I cannot take a day off. I've actually put myself in a very tough position where I've got to muster through. So 1099, for those of you guys who don't know, 1099 is freelance work. So 1099 is when I get paid through Patreon or through Streamlabs or anything like that, or a company hires me to do a gig work, I am 1099. So I'm 1099 when Rotten Tomatoes brings me on. I'm 1099 for these things. I'm 1099 essentially through Whirl Girls. I'm 1099, although that's a K1. It's kind of a different story. But any of through Hoffer, the sports gig, those are all 1099, which means that they do not take taxes out. You need to pay taxes on them at the end of the year. But also, because I usually have way more deductibles, and this was a strange year for that, and because we started the business, and that was really strange because of the K1 situation from the business. I know this is all kind of gibberish for people who don't have to do complicated taxes, but because we started it on this channel and I had to incur a lot of that as well, I just got boned in every single area, and it was nuts. So I'm very lucky that my realization of this week was that I really missed you guys, because you're certainly going to be seeing a fucking ton of me / like, I don't even know. I've got to go on that grind life now, which I don't know how I could be working more hours than I am right now, but I'm certainly going to be. So that is what is going on. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy 2.0, 3.0. Where are we at now? What edition of this show is this? Steven Summers doesn't sound like a pleasant boning. It certainly was not. I was on the phone with my accountant this morning. Her name is Lori, which actually she spells it the same way that my mom did. And I really like her. She is such a doll. And I was like, what? I called her immediately when she sent it over, and she picked up the phone and she said, I know. I said, Lori, what the fuck? Not about her. We have a good relationship. And she was like, I literally wanted to cry for you. I know. Sometimes this just happens. I know. And I was like, I don't understand, though. I don't understand. And she was like, I know. I was like, what do you mean you know? Talk me through it. And she was like, yeah, let's go through it. Let's see what's going on here and here. But immediately she picked up the phone and she said, I know. I was waiting for you to call. I know. She just kept saying it. She said, I feel sick for you. I was like, Lori, no. So anyway, I have 2 months to figure it the fuck out, and I will. So just being a human being, talking to my friends about all of this stuff. Oh boy. That's our first, oh boy, of this new iteration of the show. So yes, I do want to bring on more guests. I know I've been talking about that, but really what's challenging is, and this is what I've found a hard time with, I have to book guests in advance because people are busy. But I also like the guests to be knowledgeable about the topics we're talking about. So for example, today we're going to spend a good amount of time talking about Zatanna, because Zatanna got a writer, and it's Emerald Fennell, who is the writer of and director of Promising Young Woman, which is my favorite movie of last year. And I'm just really excited about this DC property. So we're going to spend a good amount of time talking about that. Also, just so you guys know, we're on a show. We're also going to be talking about William Shatner turning 90 today, which is just mind-blowingly insane. And Krispy Kreme is doing something dope, so I wanted to shout them out as well. But when it comes to the main topic of the show, right, we're talking about DC. And so say I booked 2 weeks ago, say I booked Brett Sheridan for the show today, it wouldn't make much sense, because I'm sitting there wanting to talk about Zatanna because it's my show and I want to talk about what I want to talk about. And I know you guys do too. And I wouldn't be able to do that. So what's challenging about that is that. And so one of the things I'm thinking about is there's not that much news on the weekends. So maybe I do one weekend day, because I initially was going to go Monday through Friday, but instead maybe we do something more like a Sunday through Thursday kind of thing, or something along those lines, or maybe Sunday through Friday and we just take one day off a week kind of thing for now. And maybe that one day is on Patreon. I don't know. I'm still figuring this all out, just talking out loud. But then the guest is on the weekends. And then people who are very well versed in the things that we typically talk about here, like my brother or Steph, maybe they can be more weekday guests, if that makes sense. So just some of the things I've been thinking about, and I love hearing any of your thoughts. Some of you guys have messaged me on Patreon or in the Discord or on Streamlabs or in the comments on the videos. So I love hearing what it is that you guys have to say. And if you do have any thoughts on what you are hoping gets added to the show or what you hope the show transitions into, I really read every single comment, because that's the kind of, I was just going to say fellow I am. What the fuck does that mean? That's the kind of chica, that's the kind of lady I am. What? That's the way the cookie crumbles. Am I right? Bueller. Anyway, did you miss me yet, guys? I know I missed you guys, but did you miss me? Did you miss me? Let me know. Questions, comments, concerns, anything about Zatanna or any of the other things we're talking about on the show today, or anything you want to talk about, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer right here in the super chat as well. I also wanted to remind you guys, in case you forgot, we are on Apple Podcast. We have not gotten a podcast review since January. It is March. Where my people at? Where my people at? From the front to back. Now, as you're feeling that, throw one hand up. Can you repeat that? I want to give the Apple Podcast listeners shout outs. So get in, get on, get over, whatever it is you got to do. Glenn Caesar, our man, says, unfortunately, Roxy, Elgin Baylor, LA Lakers, etc., passed away last night and today. Rip Elgin. What happened? I don't even know. I didn't even hear about this. Let me see. As Glenn is informing us, thank you for always letting us know. Says Elgin Baylor, legendary Hall of Famer, Laker star, dies at 86. Check out what happened. Sad. People dying during this time, no matter from what. It's just so, it says from natural causes. So heartbreaking, because just things can't run this. People can't mourn and grieve the way that they usually can. So thank you for letting us know, Glenn, and may he rest in peace. And for those who are hurting today because of this, I'm so sorry. And I appreciate you guys being here with us anyway. All right, going into the Streamlabs. Let's see what's going on in there today. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Let's go to, it's March 22nd, in case y'all didn't know. And that means that our first Streamlabs of the day has come through from, let's do a drum roll, please. Weston Ira. What's up, Weston Ira? Weston says, to quote a Hugo Weaving line from a movie you haven't seen, welcome back. We missed you. What's the movie that I haven't seen? Thanks for always being welcoming to your community. It's not always treated as the no-brainer that it really is. Absolutely. I love you guys. It's very easy to welcome you guys. Glenn Caesar says something very important to say. I've been saying this every single day since I haven't been live at the Roxy, just out loud, just to put it into the world. And so I'm happy to say it back here again. Miles Cosgrove, Brett Hankerson, Jonathan Mattingly, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them for killing Breonna Taylor. Hope today is the day. Justice for all the people who lost their lives due to excessive force. # say their names. Absolutely. And yeah, I'm telling you, I stood in front of the mirror and I would say this and a few other things. I really believe in affirmations. And I know that this isn't exactly an affirmation, but just willing things into existence. And so it was nice to be able to still say it out loud, even though I wasn't with you guys. And so even when I'm not here, remember that you guys can say things out loud into the universe as well. And hopefully that will help them come to pass. Glenn Caesar also in here with that big support. Thank you, Glenn. That's going to go right to my 2020 taxes. And boy, do I need it. It says, hello and good afternoon, evening, Roxy, Rocks, RJ, Skittles, Chunk, GPS, Misdirection, Silver the Elf, Zilla, Queen Badges, Dimple, Schmodown, Modi. I can't believe I did not win Manager of the Week last week. People are fucking absurd, but okay. With my 3 matches. Ugh, just like, are you kidding me? Much love to you, Grammy and Papo. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to you and yours. Thank you, RJ and our Rockstars band, and welcome back. First, respect RJ for being a trooper and continuing to work incredibly long hours on all sorts of stuff without a day off. Hopefully vacation and some just for Roxy time is happening soon. No fucking way, Glenn. No fucking way. Second, Congrats on the World Girls. 3rd, cheers to Live at the Roxy, the next chapter. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that. Yeah, the hours, I will say, have been insane. They have been absolutely insane. The World Girls Marathon, talk about something that was such a labor of love that we were obsessed with doing. I will say it was our first time doing it, so we didn't know what to expect. It did not make us what we were hoping. It did not make the cause what we were hoping it would make. I know people had so much fun though, and that it was so great to see everybody. And I know people are tapped right now. So yeah, in that way, it was a really exciting day, and we were really, really happy with how smoothly everything went and how wonderfully everything went. But yeah, we were surprised. And as we were going through, it felt like there was a lot coming through, but a lot of that, it just did not fully add up. So we were so grateful and thankful. And we still made we're going to give a lot of money to the amazing foundation. So we're really, really happy about that and being able to support them. And thank you guys for your support. And then we're going to try to take the rest and pay our employees, to like the Cams and the Dwaynes. And we try really hard to give them as much as we can, because we know how hard they're working for us too. And then the rest will go right into our shoots. There's probably not going to be much left at that point, but anything that will go right into our shoots. Oh, and we are going to take a little bit to buy ourselves the merch, because we want to be able to wear the merch as well with you guys. The merch is awesome. And yeah, it was really, really a sick day of so fun. And afterwards we were cleaning and moving back everything in my apartment, which was just destroyed. I mean, we ripped this place to shreds with the way that not to shreds, actually, everything's fine now, but just everything was a shitstorm because we filmed all day here on Saturday for our IRL episode. And then the next day, so it was a wild, wild scene. Brennan came and helped us clean. And as we were doing it, Doreen just turned to us and was like, thank God this is with you guys, because I love you guys and this is so fun, and it would just so not be. It would be so much work and miserable if it wasn't so great. So yeah, we're really excited about the merch. Designing the merch took forever, but we wanted to have it ready for the marathon. I think so far, I don't even know that I'm allowed to say this, but I think that we've sold like 25 pieces of merch so far. So we're very excited about that. It's a lot of mugs, some shirts, the joggers, the sweatshirts. So go check that out. And then I'm thinking about starting merch for Live at the Roxy, because somebody else did merch here and then they took all of the money, which is so mean to do. It's just like, I get that other people are struggling, but like, this is my show and I'm struggling, and somebody else took my brand and made all the merch and people bought it, and they had me put the link in the description because they said that's how they wanted to contribute to send it to me. And then they disappeared and took all the money. It's just like, what the fuck? So anyway, I'm thinking about making my own merch and starting it myself for this show as well. Even just some cool t-shirts or whatever it is. So hopefully that's great. But that's why this time with World Girls, we're like, no, we are doing this. And so we hired an artist. We hired this guy, Johnny, who designed the logo for us. And it was really, really well done. He sent this whole deck. It was amazing and a little bit pricey, but so worth it, because now we have this bomb ass logo that we love so much. And then Steph designed a lot of the actual clothes and then sent it to us, and then we tweaked things, but that was her baby. And that's why everything's so sick, because you guys know she has amazing fashion. Oh, I didn't tell you guys about the Live at the Roxy stuff. All you guys in here are saying that bastard. I know. How fucked up is that? I didn't want to bitch too much about it, because I know a lot of you guys bought the shirts and that's so great. And I love that you guys are repping Live at the Roxy, but like, it's so mean to do to somebody. Just what? It's just such bullshit. It's just such bullshit. You guys are saying to sue them. Here's the thing. Here's how I feel about litigation. If you have to sue somebody, then you do it. But like, I'm slammed. I don't want that energy. I'm so busy. I'm so tired. I'm just trying to be creative and work all the time. And when am I gonna sue somebody? And then I have to pay for that and the lawyers. And then I'm sure they didn't make that much money from it, because of how many Live at the Roxy shirts were sold? Probably like 30. I don't know. So I'm going to sue them, and yeah, it would just cost me way more money than I would end up making. So just doesn't even work. I'm just saying, like in life, especially on this show, it's such shit energy to have. Don't do that to people. Don't do that to people. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fine. And I can't even harp on it because there's so many beautiful things that have come from this show. But that was shitty. Why would somebody do that to somebody else? Like, imagine if I was watching Roka Outlaw Nation, and then I DM'd Roka and was like, I want to do this thing for you. I don't have that much money, so I can spend the time and make these shirts and make this thing. And then if you just put the link in your description, I will send you the money that's made. And imagine if he said yes, and then I just pocketed all the money. So mean. And then like I started seeing you guys pop up wearing the Live at the Roxy shirts, and I was like, oh my God, so people are buying them. I'm just not. That's so crazy. That's so fucking crazy. Just so. Anyway, so moving on, we're letting that go. So I'm thinking about starting a new one here, but the merch for the World Girls is fucking dope because that logo is dope and everything about it. Just yesterday was so beautiful that it's not just about the money. It was so beautiful, and we got to talk about Steph's story on air a little bit more too, which she hasn't shared much of before, and I was so proud of her, and all of it just was such a great day, and so grateful for. There were a lot of people who said that they couldn't contribute financially, but they just wanted to watch, and they were so entertained by the whole day. And it was an honor and a privilege to be able to do that yesterday and to talk about the National Domestic Violence Hotline, which is something that's been really near and dear to our hearts as the World Girls, and just a cause that we really, really care about. And to be able to afford to pay our people, which we've been doing out of pocket for a really long time. And we just really, as struggling artists, we know that people's time and energy, all the people on our team are amazing and have told us we would do this for you guys out of the kindness of our hearts. But as people who are artists, we know how hard it is when you just keep doing favor after favor and you're not making any money from it. So even being able to give people anything, it's awesome. And so we're so grateful for you guys for that. It was a really, really great day. The ASMR segment with Brett and Kate was out of this world funny. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. The blurs always come through ridiculously hard for us. That was an incredible, incredible part of it. The Newlywed show was so, so good. Those couples were such champions. I'm so appreciative to them for coming on for that. The Truth or Dare segment, Yell had me in tears when she called her boss and said that she pooped herself. That was, I mean, just too much to even handle. It was so, so good. So good. If you're new to the show and you came here because we were talking about Zatanna, don't worry. We will get to that, I swear. But this is Live at the Roxy, so we like to break down other things first. Speaking of which, let's get back into the Streamlabs and see what's going on in there. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Glenn Caesar says, thanks for always being here and there for us. RJ, congrats, good thoughts and vibes on all the things in the works and soon to unfold for you in 2021 and beyond. Fuck yeah, to the new era. Roxy's best, Roxy number one. You know I can't get through it, Glenn. Yeah, happy Roxy days. Keep crushing. Good thoughts and vibes to you, Chunk, on garnering all your much-deserved success. Good luck with all the hosting, filming, auditions, and or booking other projects coming up. What's for you is yours. You're earning it all because you're fucking fire. Please remember, you're kind, you're smart, you're unique, and being so unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers on the internet or not, makes you worthy as such. Your story is important and deserves to be seen and heard. You are appreciated. Positive thoughts to you, RJ, and the rock stars and world friends who show up and give their support whenever, however they can. Don't forget, when it gets tough, even if you're by yourself, you're not alone. Everyone who's battling, keep on fighting. You're a winner. Let's go Smets. And everyone fighting for today, tomorrow, and more. Smash cancer all day or a day. Be most excellent, RJ and rock stars. Show up for people who need it. That makes you cool to know, humane and worthy. Cheers to fuck yeah news for you in 2021 and beyond. So on that, Glenn, you are amazing. Our mascot, you are the best. We really appreciate all of those comments. And yeah, I'm smiling reading them because I missed them. But you did Patreon message me. You did let me know these things still. And I loved that. I was like, yes, Glenn's still sliding in. I got to hear what he's got to say. So thank you for all of that as well. As Robin here says, man, I missed hearing that. Yes. JR, me ATXC, have you taken a break? Nope. Nope, I have not. That's the way it's going to be right now. All right, more things going on in the Streamlabs. Adrian Bailey. Hell yeah, Adrian says, hi, Roxy. I fully enjoyed the World Girls Marathon. It was so much fun. You all have so much chemistry between the three of you. It's amazing to watch. I stayed up all night watching it. Ran from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in the UK. Wow, that's incredible, Adrian. Thanks so much for the fun last night. And one more thing, Steph's reaction at the end of the ASMR was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. The Newlywed Game was great. Also, Mike and Shannon are cool. Sam and Rachel are funny. Mar and Dan are so down to earth. Thanks. Yeah, it was awesome. We were really losing our shit. It was really, really funny. And everybody promoted it. Oh my God, I didn't even mention Ellis's roast was so good. Ellis's roast of us was incredible. My brother called me and was like, wow, he's really good. I was like, yeah, I know. It was a great day. And I couldn't believe how smoothly it went. We hit all of our marks. We went on time for everything, even when we were drunk, which is crazy. That was amazing. It was awesome. We had a couple patrons come on. That was dope too. That was great. Jake, if I had known, you are always my man. You are always invited. You do all of the work for us. So just throwing that out there. It's just between me and my friend Jake. Mark Jason Ali in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, welcome back, Roxy. You were missed. Congrats for last night and the World Girl anniversary. Great stream. How'd you do last night? Will it help fund IRL episodes as well as good amount for the cause? As always, Miles, Brett, John, arrest them motherfuckers. Totally. Smash cancer. Mark, I think that it, fortunately, yes, we were dedicated to making sure that we gave a good amount to the cause. So that will be taken care of. In terms of the future funding IRL episodes, I think that it is going to help a little bit, but just not that much. And we're going to have to figure out whether we do another marathon in a couple of months or whether maybe the merch really helps. We have to figure out how to make TWG pay for itself, because we just, like, when I tell you guys that we put about 100 hours into that marathon, it was nuts. It took everything to write all the questions and plan all the segments and loop in all of the people and get all the tech and pay all the people helping us with that side of things and get everybody on the same page and do all the test runs and have it just was so many hours. And the merch, the logo, that we definitely, for all of the hours that we put in, we have to find a way to make it financially viable, because as much as we love it, it's not a hobby because of the hours we're putting in. So it has to be a job, and we just need to figure out ways to keep elevating. So whether that's on Patreon or the merch, we're really just putting our blood, sweat, and tears in there and hoping that one day somebody sees it and wants to pick up the show. I think it's such a great show. I think that especially our IRL episodes, which are our least viewed and the ones that make us zero money and cost us a ton of money, those are the ones that I'm like, and maybe I'm just tooting my own horn, but I could see that on TV. I could see that on TV or, on airplanes when you're flying, and as one of those things, I could just see it. I think that it'd be really fun. So yeah, hoping. Here's to hoping. Thank you for asking. Morse code Z in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, welcome back from your week off. Just kidding. I know. Watching you power through SEN, it was hard to take, even though you were on fire. That marathon was amazing. Ribs have recovered, though. Good. I know. I was like cracking up so hard that my stomach hurt. Yeah, the SEN, I had the fever I had just gotten the vaccination. It was so tough, but team no days off, I guess. Lloyd Nance in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, welcome back, Roxy. I missed you. You're the best. Thanks, Lloyd. You're the best. Kay Walton says, do you think the Zatanna traction is in response to the popularity of WandaVision and Scarlet Witch? Obviously, both characters have been around for a while and have their fans, but can't help but wonder if that's why this project has picked up steam. I think that is a great question. I think that it makes a lot of sense for you to be asking that, because a lot of people are asking that right now. When you know about the character Zatanna, then and you just saw WandaVision and everything that was going on with the can I give WandaVision spoilers? I mean, I guess it's not even really. Is it even really full blown spoilers to talk about the characters in WandaVision? I'll try to keep it spoiler. No, I have to answer this question. I have to kind of talk about it. When you see what's going on with the characters in WandaVision and how those characters are magic and they've got the witchy stuff going on. I think that because of that, Zatanna is not the same, obviously, but I do think that they're with the good reception, the positive reception. I do think that a lot of people are like, wow, okay, right now people are really into in the way that after Doctor Strange, they were like, okay, this opens up the curtain for more magic kind of stuff. And we literally even had an episode of WandaVision where Wanda and Vision were magicians and they were doing that school fair thing or what, not school fair, for the children, you know what I'm talking about. So people really like that aspect of the show. It's been a long time coming that we were going to get a Zatanna movie or show or Zatanna appearance in something. We've been talking about Zatanna being the star of something for a really long time because what a dope, badass character who's been around for a long time and is a strong, unique, dope, sexy, interesting, magical, wishy woman. So for all of those reasons, yes, having a magician in DC and moving forward with that, I think it just makes a lot of sense. And not only that, but yeah, we see that DC takes a lot of pages out of Marvel's book all the time. I'm not mad at that decision though, because I've wanted a Zatanna character. I've wanted to see this forever. The thing that I think was really smart of them now though, was that they're catching lightning in a bottle because they're like, oh, Emerald Fennell is a goddess. She is an incredible actress. We saw her in The Crown this year and have seen her previously. She's an unbelievable writer and creator. We know what she did with Killing Eve and now with Promising Young Woman. She's a ridiculously talented director too. This woman's got it. Whatever it is, she's got it. This is a female-led script. So a woman, it makes sense for a woman to be writing it, even if it's a male-led script, it makes sense for a woman to be writing it too. I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying that I think for all of the reasons, this just checks so many boxes for them. And as Promising Young Woman was my favorite movie of last year, at least in the movies I saw, I'm still catching up on a lot of them for Oscar season. By the way, I just watched Trial of Chicago 7 and then I watched Mank. Okay, they're both. It was Trial of Chicago 7. I actually thought was better. Mank was fine. It was totally fine. I have other issues with that, but we can get to that in a second. But Promising Young Woman was my favorite movie. It was definitely the most innovative movie too. If you haven't seen it, it's got this wild premise. It's got these insane colors. The story is fascinating. The character is interesting. The way that it all goes down is beautifully, beautifully done. And I just really, really loved it. So her working on anything has me excited. And then I start to think, if she's writing it and they love her script, will she be tapped to be the director? Is it possible that Emerald Fennell is going to be writing and directing this movie? Because mind blown on her doing this movie. That would be awesome. I don't think they would cast her as the star of the film. I just don't think that would be the way that this goes down. I am curious who you guys would want. If you guys are dream casting Zatanna, who are you picturing? We could go in a lot of different directions with her because it's not like some of these other characters where there have been so many live action versions and in their mind, people have all these people that they think would be the perfect Zatanna. So it's not like a Batman where everybody's got in their head who they think would play Zatanna. I'm looking on one list online right now. Eva Green, Lana Parrilla, who would be really great, I think. She's from Once Upon a Time. I loved her. Kate Beckinsale, interesting. India Eiley, Haley Atwell, Marina Baccarin, Daisy Ridley, Aubrey Plaza, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Rachel Weisz, Amelia Clark, Penelope Cruz. Where's Penelope Cruz been? All right, what are you guys saying in here? Let's see what you guys... Matthew Gold says Megan Fox. Astrid says Anya Taylor-Joy. I feel like Anya Taylor-Joy is like that person who's just being dreamcast in everything right now, and I understand why. Ryan Payne says Olivia Wilde. What if Olivia Wilde was directing this? Ryan, could you see it? If Emerald Fennell wrote this and Olivia Wilde directed this, whoa, baby. Naomi Scott says Daniel Johansson. That's a good one, too. Tiffany Smith, hey, always going to push for Tiff. Can't help it. Some of you guys are saying Steph and some of you guys are saying Darina. Word to that. Ana de Armas would be great, says Zeno Hour. Yeah, so we're all over the map because a lot of different people could play her. I think that we could go in a ton of different directions with this. So that's why a lot of these are just really attractive women who look like they could be mother effing magicians. I also love magic, just as a side note. I love going to Magic Castle. I love watching magicians. I think anything that's like sleight of hand or makes you think or making things appear or disappear, whatever it is always so fascinating to me. I never wanted to look too much into it because I don't like to know the mystery. I like to be surprised, but I just love the whole thing of magicians and these people that can do something that make it seem like one thing, that make it seems like magic. It seems like magic, and that's such an incredible thing. So, okay, some of you guys now thinking me for Zatanna. I think that's definitely the best of all of the picks. Ryan says Lily James. Interesting. Baccarin, yep. Already talked a little bit about her. Stunt casting Catherine Hahn. Coming right from Marvel, right over to DC. One witchy woman to another. I could see it. Kate Walton says, I think the fact that this is meant for theatrical release opens up for a big name. Absolutely. I don't think they'll go with a no name, but they could go with a lesser known name. Like when Gal Gadot was cast for Wonder Woman, she wasn't a no name. She just was a lesser known name. So they could do something along those lines, or they could get somebody big. They also don't need somebody who's not willing to sign on for 8 features. Or maybe they do. Maybe they have big plans for Zatanna and they know exactly what they're working with. But so far, here's what I know. I'm excited because I like this character and I love Emerald Fennell. And this just... And it's hard to love somebody when they haven't done a bajillion projects. You know, it's not like I'm sitting here saying that I've loved everything that she's done for decades and decades, because obviously she's newer to the scene. She's been around for a minute, but between her as a performer on The Crown and her as a writer on Killing Eve and producer, I believe, and her work on Promising Young Woman, which was really, truly incredible. She also did several episodes of Call the Midwife. And yeah, her first credit, let's check it out. Her first credit as a writer is for Drifters in 2018. As an actress is in 2006 for Trial and Retribution. That's a minute ago. As a director, she did a short in 2018 and then Promising Young Woman. So she's new to that also. And as a producer, Killing Eve and then Promising Young Woman. So we know that she's interested in all areas of the business, which means she has a 360 view of what's going on, which means that she would be a really great person to write a script for this. And I just can't wait to see what she comes up with here. And I'm so glad, sorry to say it this way, I'm just so glad that a woman is writing this woman-led script. I'm just very happy about it. So yes. Those are my thoughts on that. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Tell me more about your dream casting. Who would you want to see direct this? Do you want to see her direct this? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer or right here in the super chat as well. Speaking of Streamlabs, let's go in. Rob Fishbeck in here says, a new song, Don't Tease Me, laugh my ass off. Just did one for someone else in this space. Think you know him pretty well. LOL. Anyway, Glad you're back. What are you thinking to call this version? I know so many questions, right? Cheers. I don't know if we have a name for this version. Also, I think you're talking about my brother. He said that you reached out and said that you'd like to write him a song, which is so sweet. That's so nice. Anybody who does anything for my brother, I feel so grateful. That's very, very sweet. He's great. And yeah, I don't know about a version. So Joker in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Star says, Roxy, my motherfucking sister from another mister, Joker Bunny Gang, new phase, new hashtag. Whoa, Joker Bunny Gang. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Paul 3JP in the house. Sup, fam? Paul says, fam, I knew it. The new era begins. The Snyder Cut absolutely owned, and Falcon Winter Soldier was a giant woof. Interesting. Also, just my opinion, maybe a new iteration of your show, you can talk about any and all topics while providing a nuanced perspective. Let's fucking go. So is that very different than what I do? Tell me what you mean. Tell me what you mean. Yeah, I didn't love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm really excited for the future of it, but I didn't love it. I did love the Snyder Cut. Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fine. It was fine. I'm hoping that we get more from it. TC Suarez in the house. The stream yesterday was fun for as long as I could be there. You always bring quality no matter what you're doing. Thank you. Thanks, TC. I was just so happy my internet held up the whole time. That was great, right? I was really happy about that. You guys are saying, what? Are you talking about Apollo saying that it should be a nuanced perspective? I don't get him. I appreciate him, but I do not get him. That's just the truth. Pink Sweets now. Pink Sweets, my dear Pink Sweets in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier. Feel like I manifested the World Girl Sweatpants joggers. I'm taking credit. LOL. Everyone in the chat knows I was getting annoying requesting them. I bought them quick. I am now manifesting bucket hats, binging any new shows. Pink Sweets. We were so fucking annoyed because we're using this company, and on the company's website, there's mad hats. We were going to do a beanie with our launch, and then we were going to do a baseball cap. And so the beanies, baseball caps, all this stuff, it wouldn't let us make any. I don't know whether it's because COVID times and things are out or what, but we tried to do, and there was no hats available for us to make. None. We were going to launch with 5 products, and one of them was going to be a hat. And the hat just, it wouldn't fucking let us. So manifest it, baby. You manifest that hat. We're also thinking about doing socks. And then we've already designed some different things in the future. And a little bit, we're going to be dropping more specialty shirts and more colors and all of that. But just to launch, we wanted to keep it simple. And we really try to think, yes, what's cool because it's just the World Girls and people want to support the World Girls, but what actually looks cool? Like, what would you be stopped if you were wearing this? And if you're wearing those joggers, I think they look fucking sick. I think I'm going to get a white. I think here's what I think I want, because we each want to get one of each, which is going to cost us $181 each to do all 4 things because we get no discounts on it, which is unreal. Don't understand the process. But okay, so what I think we want to do is, and by the way, for compared to all the other, we were looking at all the other places, this was the least expensive and the most reasonable of all of them. So we're excited about that because we were trying to help our people out. I want to do white joggers and a white sweatshirt, black t-shirt, white mug, I think. I was thinking about doing black sweatshirt, black joggers, but there's something about the all white look that's fucking dope too. But then the black t-shirt's where it's at. That's what I'm thinking right now. But I'll keep you posted. Keep y'all posted. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Schreier right here in the super chat. Also going back into the Streamlabs. Big Mo sub. Oh, sorry. Pink Sweets asked if I was binging any shows. I'm still in Community. I only have 1 season left to go. And then, yeah, I've been doing a lot of This Is Us. I'm caught up. Grey's Anatomy. I'm caught up. Floribama Shore. I'm caught up. That fucking show. And then I have to start binging something soon because I'm almost done with Community. So I don't know what my next binge is. If you guys have suggestions, let me know in the comments. Big Mo Sabra in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, welcome back, Rox. Can't wait to see what the future holds for Live at the Roxy. The World Girls Marathon was absolutely amazing. I actually pulled an all-nighter. Haven't slept in at all. Laughed my ass off. Love you, Rox. Damn, you gotta go to sleep, babe. Go to sleep. Hitman Hudson says, Mark Ellis was so incredibly funny. Anyway, here is some more money. Thanks, Hitman. Hey, that rhymed. Is this a poem? I am a poet, and I will show him. The World Girls are awesome and great. Let's band together and stop Asian hate. Absolutely with that. I was glad that we were able to mention that a couple times on the show yesterday. Ryan Payne in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Rockstar says, I believed you were robbed of Manager of the Week. I'm robbed of everything. I got the chance to talk to Janine on Schmoes of the North to break down her match against Jader. We got to touch on Hannah's match. Also, the support and work you put into managing was extraordinary. So happy to do it. And it's hard. It was a hard week because with those two matches being earlier in the week and with Hannah doing what he was able to pull off and then Janine doing what she was able to do, just I felt horrible. I guess Schmodown spoilers for this past week, but we're allowed to talk about it. So I felt fucking horrible for what happened with Alex. I felt fucking horrible. Imagine being announced the winner. Announced the fucking winner. And then the challenge coming through. And it sucks because really it's more subjective. And I totally understand why all the calls were made. It's just the way that it happened. I felt fucking horrible for him. Horrible for him. Just horrible. And I called him immediately. I FaceTimed him and, he's there. Ugh. It was so upsetting. I was gutted for him. And so was the team. Especially we had this sick week. And so much goes into it. In these matches, just so much. It was really tough. So the belt is rightfully his, and we're going to get it back. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, it's born to be on his shelf, and he was born to have it there. So, but that was tough. Yeah, that is just really fucking tough. Yeah. Big Mo podcast. Roxy watches Floribama Shore. Yeah, Big Mo, where have you been when I've been trying to talk about Floribama Shore and nobody here watches it? Nobody here watches it. All I want to do is talk about Floribama Shore. Nobody wants to talk about it with me. That show is wild. What the fuck is happening on the show? Gus has some serious issues to work out. Serious fucking issues. What? A lot of them do, but what? Oh boy. So that. Thank you for saying so, though. I love my players. I love this faction so much. Lloyd Nance in the streamlabs.com/RoxyStar says, here's your cut from the illegal live at the Roxy cut. Tell Steph I said hello. Are you talking about the shirt? I don't know what you're talking about, but I appreciate you, Lloyd. You're amazing. Danny MF. Thank you, Danny MF. In here says, my pick is on at the Armis. And then backwards, it says, we love Roxy. Backwards is Yixor, Elo, Evil, You. Hi. Shit gets weird, Danny MF, and I'm not mad at it. Danny motherfucking M. Also on the streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Paul3JP says, community is one of the GOATs, and you provide a valuable perspective, hence why people tune in and day out. Could it be more nuanced? Maybe a tad, LOL. That's coming from me. We disagree on a couple things. It's your show, LOL. Honey, I know it's my show. That's why I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want on it. Thank you for your feedback. There's that. Big Mo says, Gus has legit problems. He freaks out on everyone. It's nuts, right? I know that nobody else in here understands this, but if you guys watch, you would understand that it's fucking nuts. Nuts. Bizarre crazy. This guy is losing his shit. All right, getting those Streamlabs, getting those super chats. We are getting out of here relatively soon, but a couple other things to talk about. William Shatner turned 90 today. 90! When I was on my morning meeting this morning with the AfterBuzz interns, and when I was on the meeting, one of them pitched about doing something for a TikTok for William Shatner's 90th birthday. And I said, or for his birthday, I said, oh, what birthday? He said, 90. I said, no way. I thought he was in his 70s. I know that doesn't make any sense based on when Star Trek was, but I did not realize that William Shatner was 90 years old. William Shatner is fucking 90? What? For some reason, William Shatner being 90 simultaneously makes me feel so old and so young. William Shatner's 90 years old? Who knew? Who knew that William Shatner was 90? Who the fuck knew? Not this gal. I did not know. I know some things. I did not know that. Bitch did not know. I know I'm just repeating myself over and over again, but that was mind-blowing to me. What? Fucking way older than I thought you were. And it was strange too, is because Grammy and Papa were in their 90s, and I would have guessed, and Grammy looks like she's in her 60s. She looks so young. But I didn't realize that William Shatner was 3 years younger than her. I thought William Shatner was like 30 years younger than her. If you had told me William Shatner was 70, I 100% would have believed you. If you had said it's his 70th birthday, I would have said, that makes sense. He's 70. Especially with all the talking he does on Twitter and stuff. I guess he's just, but even like Betty White, even though Betty White I feel like is going to live forever, I feel like Betty White's 400 years old. She's looked like Betty White, like a little old lady Betty White for so long. William Shatner, I still picture looking like he is a young buck. A young buck. 90? What? Just, that was my only thoughts on that. Happy 90th birthday. Thank you. Thank you for all of the art you've created. We appreciate that. Go kick it with your fellow 90-year-olds. Just nuts. Oh, Jeff Aaron with that huge support in here. You're amazing. Says, pay your taxes. Appreciate you, my dear. I'm going to try. It is going to be so hard. I'm going to do the best I can to pay as much of it as I can. I mean, I'm going to have to figure it out. So I'm going to more than try, but whoa, boy. She will have not a cent left, but she will figure this out. Oh, boy. Happy birthday, William Shatner. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Super chat in any last minute questions, comments, concerns as we get to this last story. Let me know, how old do you guys think William Shatner is? We know he's 90, but how old is he really? This last story is from Krispy Kreme, and I know that typically on this show, when we are talking about food brands who we're obsessed with, Ben & Jerry's takes the cake, or should I say the ice cream, but Krispy Kreme is doing something pretty dope, and I wanted to acknowledge what they're doing. If you have been vaccinated and you have your vaccination card and you bring it to Krispy Kreme, you get a free glazed donut. You get a free original glazed donut. It's great. I am so here for that. This is a way that a company can be like, okay, we're just going to show a little support for the people that are helping with herd immunity. Thank you to the people who are helping with herd immunity. You go get vaccinated, you show you're vaccinated, and we'll give you a free motherfucking donut. I love Krispy Kreme donuts. They are like crack. Growing up in Boston, there was a Krispy Kreme factory that was like 30 minutes away. And this is before any of us had our license. If we were really, really good and we were at somebody's house, their parents would drive us to Krispy Kreme. Like if we did something really good, like cleaned or whatever it was, and they would drive us to Krispy Kreme. And I remember out of the factory getting the donut. It was like butter that melted in your mouth. It was the best fucking thing in the world. Just that memory of the Krispy Kreme factory donuts. So now, if you got a Krispy Kreme near you, I have my vaccination card. I've been fully vaccinated. You bet your damn tootin' butt that I will be taking that card to Krispy Kreme. For sure. I don't know how they're going to mark off who's already done it and who hasn't, but I would not cheat this system because I'm not going to fuck with Krispy Kreme. But that's awesome. Ironically, I also saw that Fox tweeted about this. Fox 2 Now said, get a free Krispy Kreme donut every day in 2021. What? Every day in 2020? Oh, for showing your vaccination card. Yeah, they said in case you're not vaccinated yet, they're doing it all of 2021. So all of 2021, at whatever point you get vaccinated, you can go do this. And I saw Fox do it. I'm like, wow, if this is what helps the herd immunity, if this is what gets people there, then hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. It's only in the US, but still, fuck yeah. Go Krispy Kreme. You vaccinate society. You do it. Is that ridiculous? Also, don't eat too many of them. They're really, really not that good for you. By not that good for you, I mean they're like really bad for you. It's really not good for you. But one ain't hurt nobody. Just one. Mark Jason Ali in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyShire says Alex won't have long to wait till he's champion again. Rematch in May. You're Schmodown Modi in my mind. Oh, thank you. Wait, hold on. Whoa, that was a big sneeze. I muted just in time. When buying clothes like hoodies, do you go bigger for comfort? Hope your tax troubles get sorted. I don't know. I didn't know Shatner was 90. I know. Who knew? How's Grammy? All healed? How's Papa? So when I'm buying hoodies, it depends what the outfit is, but these are unisex hoodies. So I'm going to get small because small and unisex is already going to be a little bigger on me. So that's my plan. But usually I do go a little bigger because I like that baggy look in the sweats. Depends again though on the sweats. So that's my thought there. Grammy is recovering very slowly, and the physical therapist was so worried about her recovery that we had to bring her immediately to the doctors. But the doctors and the physical therapist were on different pages about things. So she's okay, but it's been very slow recovery. Tomorrow, that's why I was going to just tell you guys, I'm probably going to have to go up early and do a short show, but I am planning on going up because I have to take her to go get her hair done. She hasn't gotten her hair done, and she's been so down. I've been trying to convince her, let me do something with you. Let me do something with you. Let's go. You're fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated. Please, you don't leave the house. We can go do something she loves to do, like her hair and nails. So we're going to go get her hair done tomorrow. That is at 2. So I need to leave here by 1. So I probably need to go up around 12:15 for like a 30-minute show. That is my plan for tomorrow. Unless I decide to do a late night show, in which case I'll tweet about it. Not that late, but a nighttime show. I'll let you know if I change my mind. But I think I'm going to stick with the afternoon, at least for right now. I know that there's a lot of other people in that nighttime space. So anyway, we're going to get our hair did. So we're excited about that. Thank you for asking about Grammy. Anytime any of you guys ask about Grammy and Papa, I'm so grateful. It's very sweet. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/RoxyShire said, Roxy, just curious, any thoughts and ideas, plans about Live with Roxy episode show length, staying 45 minutes to an hour, going a bit longer or shorter? If you're not sure, I understand. It's just wondering. Glenn, I'm not sure. I was thinking about this too. Because I am home all day right now still, because it still is quarantine and pandemic, I was thinking about doing quick 15-minute shows when things pop up. Like when we hear casting announcements or whatever, just popping on and doing quick shows. And then doing more shows, but way shorter. I'm thinking that those might get more traction. But then at the same time, one of my favorite things about this show is the length of the show. So maybe a few short shows a week and then 1 or 2 longer shows a week. It's just right now where my mind's at, but I'd be curious to hear from you guys. I will say that none of this matters for my podcast because an audio version has made me $0 this year. So I have to be thinking about video, not audio. But that was something that had crossed my mind. Dragon17 in the streamlabs.com/RoxyShire said, I sent this in the other day, but I couldn't find it. Can you talk about how it's been working with Hannah and their thoughts on the Zipper and Parker matches? Oh, thanks, Dragon17. Sorry about that. Working with Hannah's been great. I think that he's awesome. So working with him has been great. My thoughts on the Zipper match is that it definitely lit a fire under our asses. It was a tough match. I mean, that was a knockout, drag out, whatever you call it match. That was insane for me this week to have 2 matches that went into That OT was like, holy shit, this is exhausting. And my thoughts on the Parker match are that Brandon Hand has been studying and working his ass off. We're doing everything we can to get ready because Zipper is one level and then there's that Parker level. But at the same time, there's been a lot of buzz and a lot of talk about Parker, and we'll see. We'll see. So hopefully that answers your question. I love Brandon Hanna. I love everybody on my team. I really genuinely do. They're awesome. All right, we're going to get out of here because we just hit that hour mark. And I appreciate you guys. If you guys have any other questions, comments, or concerns, streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer right here in the super chat. In the chat, leave a comment after the fact. Please give this a thumbs up. If you haven't already left a review on Apple Podcast, I would really appreciate that. Not a new one since January. Sup with that. Sup with that, people. I'll be back here tomorrow. I appreciate you guys a lot. I don't know how we end this iteration of the show, so I'll just borrow from the last iteration until we figure out what this new version is. We know about making our beds. We know about putting our toilet seats and our lids down and the paflumes because you just don't want that. We know about checking your internet. You got to blow on it. It's very important. Brett, Miles, Jonathan, arrest the cops who killed Breonna Taylor, all three of them. We know not to trend with the Holocaust. All things that I've been saying to myself for the last week, but just reminding you guys. And yeah. Oh, Mark Jason Ollie says you didn't read mine on iTunes. Was it before January? I read all of the ones that, let's see. There hasn't been one since literally January on Apple Podcast. I'm on here right now. And it was My Mom Thinks I'm Handsome on January 2nd. I don't see anything else. Wish me luck with taxes. Holy fuck. I'm gonna keep talking about that here. Need your guys' help and support. Appreciate you guys coming through. Good luck with your taxes. Holy fuck. I'm sure a lot of you guys are finding yourselves in similar positions to me. Because holy fuck. Marcus Ollie says, yeah, way before January, it's Visionaire. I read everything that came before there. I read them all on air. Every single one of them. We can deal with this a different time. Much love to everyone. Thanks to everybody in here. Some shout outs. Bruce Banner, Motorola. Whoa, long time no talk. Big Mo Podcast, Mark Jason Ali, Zeno Hour, Kay Walton, Joseph Ashley, Spidey Sensei, DK, Jeff Aaron, Lemmy Kilmister, Steven Sommers, Manny Gonzalez, Susie Easton. Yes, Susie, Cinemagaria, Bruce Banner, Travis Gilbert, Weston Ira, TC Suarez, Rob Fishback, Redford Reddington, Curtis Mason, Glenn Caesar, Ryan Payne, the third turd, Evan Hooker, Pink Sweets, scrolling up, Mike Riley, King Sport Cal, hell yeah, Cal, Simply Emily, Thunder God Cairo, 770, all of the people in here. You guys are amazing. Michael Cannon. Hopefully I got to a lot of you guys. Sonia Freemuth. Yeah, I'm hoping that I hit a lot of you guys. Anybody who wanted a shout out at the end there, Acer 5000, Lauren, woo, Jonathan Donsel, Reamer Bulldog, Murderana, Noah Denman. All right, much love, my friends. I will see you guys tomorrow live at the Roxy. Stay safe, stay sane. Whatever this new version is, we'll figure it out together. I'm so happy to be back. So grateful you guys welcome me back. Open arms, right back at you. And I'll see you very soon.